Hi, welcome to IBC 2018. I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Todd Schneider, CTO of Dejero. Welcome again, Todd.
Thanks, Joe. Good to see you again.
There's news, and more news everywhere. What are you seeing in the contribution industry that's feeding all this demand for news?
Well, there's a lot of technologies coming along like 5G that will improve things. I think we're kind of coming out of the depths of the hype curve on 5G, and hopefully it'll deliver on some of the promise. I'd say we're a year, maybe a year and a half to 2 years away before that's viable and realizable in the field. Ongoing improvements in video quality. I sat in a session called Codec Wars, and you know, HEVC is here to stay. We've got a lot of improvements coming along in that, like content adaptive encoding. And then I think also, you know, it ultimately is about reliable connectivity. You have to get that shot out, you have to get that contribution out. And so our CellSat product will be coming along in Europe later this year. And we think that's, you know, that's important to really help get that contribution out.
As we've seen in the delivery industry, and there's been series like outages in online video, in your business or in the news business, there's no second chance on this. What steps have you been taking to ensure quality of delivery?
Well, I think what you're seeing there is the cloud coming into the industry. And what's going on is you have people trying some new innovative things, and users going, that is a really great innovative thing, I love that. And they're learning about how to scale cloud services to really meet massive demand for OTT services. I think on our side of the business, on the contribution side, we've been longtime cloud users. We make big investments to kind of improve reliability for what we're doing on the contribution side. And as you can see by one of the demos we have back here that we're doing in collaboration with Microsoft, we're really taking cloud ingest seriously, and you build with reliability in mind from the ground up. That's a key thing, as is scalability. And I think some of those services on the OTT side that went down, they just weren't ready for the load. So that's really more of a scalability question.
Speaking of delivering on like promises, what are the customers asking you to do?
I think increasingly we have customers saying, take us to the cloud. And we've been at that for a while, but it's now becoming, I've sat in some really interesting sessions. There's people doing like live 4K broadcasts through the cloud. So I think that's for sure something that they're asking us to do, and I think the other thing they're asking us to do on the cloud is bring services together. Give me video, give me data, which we're doing with our gateway product. So kind of bring it all together for me so I can automate workflows with metadata and drive improved efficiencies.
Are you seeing people mix and match the use case of video and, say, general connectivity?
Absolutely we are. We had customers in the booth. I was involved in a couple of conversations here where, they want an overall integrated solution. I want to shoot live video and be working on my package and maybe even upload it at the same time, so for sure.
So talking about IBC, what do you have here, Todd, that's going to address all the customer demands?
Well, I think we have our gateway product, which is kind of our step into connectivity, and that's been out for a while, and we're continuing to refine and improve that product and really learn broadcast and media use cases better so we can integrate the features that are needed for that. We have our CellSat product, which, as I mentioned, will be launching in Europe later this year, so that's going to be key. And then I think we've made a number of improvements, ongoing improvements to our broadcast transmitter products to really improve performance in challenging network conditions.
Now, given you're a global company, the great thing about TV is that it's harsh, it's local. How would you provide, as a global technology provider and service provider, how would you address local needs? How challenging is that?
Well, there's very practical aspects about like localizing. So if we're going to go sell in, say, Brazil, where we do sell, we need to localize. If we reach a certain level, we have to localize manuals and technology. So there's kind of very practical things. There's also obviously certification. So, I'll use Brazil again. We have Anatel certification on our products, right? So I think you have to live within the regulatory frameworks and support them. I think other than that, we see that the technology is very general purpose. Globally, people are accepting cloud-based platforms like we offer. So I think, for sure that's something there. And then I think finally with services like we're doing with CellSat in partnership with Intelsat, there it's really about, okay, where's a good market to go where we can get satellite coverage. We started in North America, now we're doing Europe. Eventually, I believe we'll take that global.
So just like looking forwards a little bit, what new problems or demands do you think you're going to be facing over the next 12 months and maybe over like 2 years? Is it actually possible to meet all those demands?
Well, it's never possible to meet all of them, but I mean, we pick the important ones. We work with our product management team and very closely with lead customers, and we pick the important ones. And I'd say, constantly improving video quality for sure. Merging, broadcast video and connectivity is key. The cloud-based stuff like you're seeing back here with this proof of concept, that is key for us. We put that out here to get feedback and understand what is it that people really want, and then take that input and continually step forward. So I'd say, cloud, improve video quality, and merging with connectivity.
And as a short-term final question, we're here this time next year. What will be different?
What'll be different next year? Well, it'll be 2019.
It's a non-sports year.
I think that we're always going to be innovating new products. I think probably next year you'll see even more cloud, and you'll see our connectivity platform more evolved because we're putting big investments in that and big investments in cloud infrastructure. So I think you'll see kind of improvements on a bunch of fronts.
Look forward to seeing that. Todd, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.